They don't think he went to Mexico, all right? Tape ready?
Yeah.
You want to stick around for this? It's the sessions between Cummings and his psychiatrist.
Yeah, I want to hear it.
Yeah. Jay Connors. Yeah, well, send him to my office. Right. Let him in.
Connors!
Where did Cummings take them?
We don't know yet. This is Cummings and a psychiatrist. This is the guy that he killed in front of the
Oh, she's a wonderful lady.
Let's hear the tape.
Strauss is kind, understanding, warm.
Douglas, why is it suddenly so important to you to be near Kimberly Sullivan again?
You don't understand, do you, Dr. Strauss? Seeing her on that cruise made me remember how important she was in my life. How kind she was to me when I first met her. I was only 15. I had no one. I felt lost. Kimberly made me realize that I can have anything I want if I want it badly enough. If I'm patient.
I want to transcribe this.
You really believe that, Douglas?
Absolutely. I know it's true. It happened that way with Caroline. And now that she's gone, I am going to move to Oakdale, Illinois, where Kimberly lives. I'm going to open a restaurant there so I can be near her. She will be someone to watch over me. And I will watch over her. I have a new dream now, and I won't let anything or anyone get in my way.
Kim pregnant?
She was going to tell you tonight.
Well, how long has she known?
Well, she knew since, well, it was before you went to San Francisco.
Well, why didn't she tell me?
Because, Bob, she didn't want you to worry while you were away.
Well, I want us to have a baby. Why would I be worried?
Well, it seems that, there might be some complications. You see, Dr. Samuels was worried because of, there shouldn't be too much emotional stress or physical stress, or she might lose the baby.
Oh.
Please, Bob, please don't worry about Kim. I know she's going to be all right. Now, you know that as confused as Doug is, he does care about her. He loves her, and he loves Franny. He will not hurt them.
Lisa, you saw that hidden room with the pictures of Kim everywhere? We know that he tried to kill Heather. The police believe he probably killed Cal Randolph, that psychiatrist, Dr. Strauss, Marie Kovac. If you want to believe and kid yourself that they're safe with him, you go ahead. But I know that he's a psychopath, and I know what he's capable of. And he has my wife and my daughter, and there's nothing I can do about it.
Kim, are you all right? Don't worry, we'll be there soon.
Where?
Someplace, a very special place. Someplace warm and safe. Come on.
Get going.
As the world turns. This portion brought to you today by our moist, delicious baking mixes from Duncan Hines. And by Sure. You could raise your hand if you're sure, because Sure Antiperspirant helps keep you dry.
It's a time of cool winds and warm homecoming. When thoughts turn to things homemade, like the home-baked goodness that comes from Duncan Hines butter recipe cakes. Only Duncan Hines has the blend of ingredients that mix with your fresh, creamy butter to make a moist cake so rich and delicious. Every moist, buttery taste says Duncan Hines. A taste you travel a long way to come home to. Butter recipe cakes from Duncan Hines. It's our moist, delicious way to bake your best.
Our Duncan Hines frostings are so smooth and creamy, everyone takes swipes at us.
If you're confident up north, raise your hand. If you're confident in Dixie, raise your hand. If you're sure from east to west, sure is one you love the best, raise your hand if you're sure.
From the bleachers to the Met, Sure goes on feeling dry, not wet, and helps keep you feeling dry and confident all day, anywhere.
Confident, dry and secure. Raise your hand if you're sure.
These mothers said they wouldn't switch from regular waist diapers.
I'm happy with my brand. No, I wouldn't consider switching diapers.
But then they tried super absorbency Pampers.
I love them. I'd switch. Now I'm going to switch over to Pampers.
They're all switching because Pampers Blue Waist Shield keeps babies drier.
The Blue Waist Shield makes the biggest difference in the world. She's dry, she's comfortable, there's just no comparison.
The Blue Waist Shield is what keeps the wetness inside the diaper and away from Kevin.
It stops leaks up top like no regular waist diaper can.
The Blue Shield helps keep wetness in and shields the wetness from the baby.
They keep them drier, they keep them happier. Dry babies are happy babies.
So switch to Blue Waist Shield Pampers because drier babies are happier babies.
Hi.
Barbara?
I just heard about it on TV. I came straight over here. I don't even believe it. It's Doug Cummings. We thought he was so kind and so gentle.
Honey, I know. None of us saw it.
Well, what's going to happen? Are the Mexican police going to pick him up when the plane lands?
Well, they haven't been able to track his plane. Now the police are saying he's probably not headed for Mexico at all, that he filed that flight plan just to throw us off the trail.
Oh, this is all too creepy. What can I do for you two?
Oh, honey, nothing. Why, you go over by the fire and just warm yourself up, and I'll make us all some tea.
Thank you.
I got to get out of here. Will you stay with Andy in case he needs somebody?
Oh, yes, of course. You know I will. But wait, where are you going?
I'm going back to Caroline's. Maybe I can find something that'll tell us where he's taking me.
All right.
Hi.
Oh, Tom.
The news on the way from the airport.
Oh,
Hello, son.
dear. Hi, Tom.
I heard Kim sing at the club where I worked. Just a short time after I lost my mother, I was feeling very alone at the time. The Webbs had sent Caroline away to boarding school, forbidden her to see me anymore.
Why do you think they did that, Douglas?
They never really approved of me. They thought we were too serious about each other. I don't know, too young. But Kim understood how much I loved Caroline. See, she never disapproved. So all those years before Caroline's mother and father died in that fire, I remembered what Kim had said, and I never gave up hope that it could work out. And then after the Webbs died, sure enough, Caroline came home, and we started going together again, and eventually we got married. So, you see, Kim was right.
Did you ever
A long
think
time ago.
about harming Caroline's parents so they couldn't stop Caroline from seeing you?
Oh, sure, lots of times. I was alone. I missed Caroline so much. Everything seemed so hopeless. I would dream about what it would be like if they were dead.
Douglas, did you set the fire to the Webb house that killed her parents?
No, Dr. Strauss, I did not. I wished them dead, and then they died. See, and all my problems were solved.
I want to replay this after you run this.
And you know, it made me realize that sometimes people have to die so that things can happen.
What's up? If they haven't tracked that jet by now, how in the hell are they going to find him?
Well, we are going to find them. We're going to find him. We're going to bring them back safe.
Yeah?
Unless they do something Cummings doesn't like. And then he might decide that they both would be better off dead like he did with Cal and Marie and that doctor.
No.
I mean, he could kill them in a minute.
Now, look, no way is anything gonna happen to her. Now, we're gonna find them. We're gonna bring Franny and Kim back alive.
Okay.
Okay.
And Dad would, beat my mom. And when I tried to stop him, see, he'd hit me. I couldn't stand to hear her crying. I tried to protect her, and she tried to protect me, but it was no good. He would hit her. He would make her cry. There was nothing I could do. I should have killed him. Everyone would have been much better off. But I was so young then, I didn't understand.
Look. You can see it down there. I planned it. For Caroline. It is so beautiful inside. You'll see. And so unspoiled. Nearest neighbor is almost 70 miles away.
Hey, what's going on in here?
Baking cookies for Daddy's birthday, Mama.
Well, honey, you better get out the butter-flavored Crisco.
But this recipe says margarine, Mama.
Butter-flavored Crisco will make it better, more buttery tasting.
Goldeny Rich Butter Flavor Crisco has no salt or cholesterol. Use it whenever your recipe calls for margarine. See, flavors can fade during baking, but Butter Flavor Crisco is made just for cooking. Margarine isn't. So Butter Flavor Crisco gives foods a rich, buttery taste no margarine can match. More buttery taste in every bite.
Mmm, these are delicious.
I think I'll take another.
Hey, girls.
I thought them was for your daddy. Butter-flavored Crisco for more buttery taste every time.
Who leaves a shine so shiny you have to ask?
Is it wet?
No, it's dry.
A shine so shiny you have to ask.
Is it wet?
Nope, it's dry.
Who leaves a shine without streaking, without rinsing?
So convincing.
Is it wet? Is it dry?
You know the answer, you know the guy.
Mr. Clean is the man.
Mr. Clean is the man behind that shine. Is it wet?
Or is it dry?
I don't use fabric softener anymore. Thanks to Bold-Free detergent with built-in fabric softener.
Sounds great, but I use liquids.
I get cleaning, softening, and static control all in one box.
Why don't they bottle it?
Who needs separate products?
I wish they'd bottle it.
We heard you, and we bottled it. Introducing Liquid Bold 3, a stain-fighting detergent and full-strength fabric softener specially formulated to work together for
Cleaning so good.
It got out that gravy stain. They bottled it.
Softening so good.
Towels feel and smell terrific. They bottled it.
Static control so good.
Socks don't stick. They bottled it.
Bold 3 Detergent Plus Fabric Softener. So good, we bottled it.
Let us know, Dad.
Oh, Tom, I have never seen your father like this.
Well, Mom, we'll get some words soon.
Oh, honey, I'm so sorry you had to come back to all of this. I mean, I know Washington was not a successful trip.
How did you know?
Well, along with everything else that happened today, Margot did call me.
What?
Yes, she called from England.
Where in England?
Darling, she would not say. I have a feeling she does not want us to know where
what did she say?
Sweetheart, I tried my best to convince her to come home. I wanted to work this thing out with you, but she flatly refused. The girl is not thinking straight. Don't worry. It'll all work out, okay?
I wish I believed that.
I just can't believe all that is happening. I just can't.
You got enough to worry about here. Don't worry about me.
I do worry about you so much. Well, it's going to be a long evening. So, I'm going to make that tea, I promise. sorry about Margot. I feel very guilty.
Don't.
I know you're angry with me.
No, I'm not. I told you, Barbara, I don't blame you. I blame myself.
I think you should know that earlier tonight, Lisa cornered me in the ladies' room at Caroline's and asked me point blank if Margot left because you and I were having an affair. I told her no. I'm hoping you'll deny it, too.
Of course.
Tom, it would only hurt Margot more if more people knew. She'll come back. She's just angry.
Barbara, I don't know if she'll ever forgive me.
Well, until she does come back, there's really nothing you can do. So why don't you take the advice that I took when I was going through this with Brian? Throw yourself into your work. That way you won't go crazy.
I can't even think about work right now.
Well, I'll tell you something. I hope that's not true. Because if Margot doesn't need you, I do. More than ever.
I know how worried you are. I wish I could do something to help.
Oh, you do, just by being here. You know, I was talking to Franny not long ago about her relationship with Douglas. She trusted him so much. She felt so safe with him, like I do with you. How could she be so close to him for so long and not know that something was so terribly wrong?
I don't know. I'm just glad that we've gone through everything we've gone through. Not too many secrets left.
That's what security's all about.
I am so lucky to have you.
I like to hear you say that.
Yeah, well, I know I've been crazy about you and Craig, but next time I feel that way, I'm just going to remember how I feel right now, and it's silly to be jealous.
You've no reason to be. I love you so much. And Craig's a friend, and he just needed somebody to talk to, that's all.
I know.
And he'll find her, and everything's going to be fine, and he wants to marry her more than anything else in the world.
Well, hopefully it's going to work out.
Yeah, maybe they've gotten back together now. Who knows? Maybe they'll get married tomorrow just like they planned.
Hello? Yeah, Lila. All right, just a minute. It's Lila. She sounds upset.
It's not Heather. Yeah, hello. When? Oh, where did he go? Yeah, okay. Well, get back to me as soon as you hear anything else. No, I'll be up. Thanks. Bye.
What is it? Is it Heather?
No, it's Craig.
What, he found Cheryl?
Lucinda called from San Francisco. Yeah, he found Sierra. She was with Tony O'Reyes. She married him earlier today.
Sierra married Tony O'Reyes?
Lucinda said that Craig just took off. And said his life was over now.
Oh, Sierra. My wife. So beautiful. I love you so much. You were everything I dreamed you would be. And more.
Hamburger places serve lots of stuff. From burgers, fish, to salads, even chicken. But with so much stuff, it's hard to do everything right. That's why at Kentucky Fried Chicken, all we do is chicken. Whether you choose the Colonel's Original Recipe Chicken, Crunchy Extra Crispy, or Kentucky Nuggets. For great tasting chicken, come to the chicken experts. Any other chicken may not be what it's cracked up to be. Kentucky Fried Chicken, we do chicken right.
Morning, decaffeinated drinkers.
The day's looking new and bright.
It is.
And you're gonna start it right.
I am.
'Cause there's Folgers for you that's decaffeinated too. The best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup.
Mornings are brighter with mountain-grown Folgers decaffeinated because mountain-grown coffee has more enticing aroma.
The best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup.
Decaffeinated.
So soft towels.
Jump in!
Sweet smelling sheets.
Jump!
No cling to most anything.
Jump! 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 Jump!
Bounce for clothes you can't wait to jump into.
Jump!
Come on in.
Jump in! Feel the touch.
Jump. You are the one. You feel so good around me.
Jump! 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 Jump!
Bounce for clothes you can't wait to jump into.
Jump!
Tonight, master of the macabre Stephen King and Harlan Ellison deliver A Valentine from Grandma in The Twilight Zone. And on Dallas,
Bobby's dream. Now it's Pam's nightmare.
Ransom in the Jungle.
American dollars? Are there any other kind?
Then, is Jordan leading two lives
You got what you came for.
on Falcon Crest?
Roy, have you found anything?
I just got off the phone with McCloskey, and there's no word on the jet, but the FBI are in the case now that it's a kidnapping.
Do they have any idea where the plane might be?
Well, they think he might be headed for Texas. We talked to a guy at the airport who refueled his plane. He says he's got about 5 more hours of fuel left. That means he's got to land someplace soon if he hasn't already.
How do you track him if he's already landed?
Look, we are going to find them. I want this guy just as bad as you do.
I know that, Roy. Look, I'm glad that Heather's going to be okay.
Yeah, well, Dr. Hessler says she will. You know, I was listening to the tapes that the psychiatrist made of his sessions, and the way he talks to his shrink, Mrs. Hughes, was like a mother to him. I mean, he met her in Houston after his mother died, and she was kind to him. So, and he never forgot that. He was also on the cruise ship where you took your honeymoon. After he saw your wife again, that's when it all started.
I mean, he came to Oakdale just because of Kim.
That's right. He planned it. He opened the restaurant there. He wanted to get close to your family.
You know, that room is like him. It's sick and secret and hidden from everybody else.
I got some men downstairs checking the files. So far, nothing but restaurant stuff. I haven't gone through this stuff yet. We got a psychiatrist assigned to the case, checking Dr. Strauss's files.
What's his name?
Chapin.
Oh, yeah. He's on staff at Memorial. Kim was seeing him to get her through this secret admirer business. You know, it's strange. All the time my wife was receiving those gifts, Douglas Cummings was coming to my home, and we treated him like part of the family.
Dr. Chapin, I've got to ask you something. How did Cummings manage to fool so many people? I mean, people that really knew him well, like the Hughes family. I mean, nobody suspected him.
He was psychotic.
Yeah, but he acted no differently than you or I would.
Lieutenant, have you ever heard of Ted Bundy?
He's a serial killer out west, wasn't he? Killed 12 women?
Right. But he was just like the boy next door. His best friends had no idea he was psychotic. The killings went on for over 2 years before he finally made one fatal mistake and got caught.
Well, I've come across some psychopathic killers, no conscience, no remorse for what they did.
Well, Cummings probably feels no remorse either, but for a very different reason. You see, a psychopathic killer kills for money or sadistic pleasure. A psychotic killer kills because he lives in a dream world. If someone threatens his goals, his delusions, he sees nothing wrong in killing them.
Well, how does somebody turn out to be a Cummings?
My guess would be his psychosis started when he was a child, from abuse or emotional deprivation or both.
From what I heard on that tape, Doctor, you're dead on the money.
Well, let's let the good doctor get back to work. Come on, Hal. Let's go.
Hey, listen, what are the chances of Franny and Kim getting out of this thing alive?
Well, I hope they do nothing to challenge Cummings' delusions. That would threaten his entire world and trigger the emotional instability that led to his illness in the first place.
Do you, think he'd actually do anything to harm him?
I think He's a very dangerous young man.
We're here. I'll get the generator going. We'll have heat and lights in no time. Welcome. Welcome. Watch your step. Don't trip here in the dark. Marcia, would you take the lanterns and put them on the table down there? I'm gonna get the fire started. Here.
Doug, where are we?
We are in Colorado. Actually, we're very close to where I was born. Come here, come over. I want to show you something. Come over to the window. Come on, come on. Yeah, you can see him. Look out there. See that row of tall pines over there? My mom and I live in the cabin about 3 miles away from here, and from our front porch, you could see those pines.
Doug, what is this place?
This was an old logging mill. I wanted to retreat, you know, a place where Caroline and I could get away from the world, so I bought this mountainside, actually, and the mill, and had it redone. It was going to be an anniversary present for Caroline, a surprise. As it turned out, she never knew anything about it. In fact, I believe Marcia was the only one who did. Anyway, I better get that generator started. What do you say? Get some heat here, and then I'll show you ladies to your bedrooms. Here, Marcia, take these. Thank you.
There are lots of remedies for minor arthritis pain these days. Pills, creams, lotions. But the #1 rub for arthritis pain is Ben Gay with warming power. No rub is exactly like Ben Gay. Rub it in, and you can feel the comforting warmth of its medicine in seconds. Tests show Ben Gay's warming power penetrates deep down, and it increases circulation right where it hurts most. So rub in Ben Gay, and rub out the pain. Rub out the pain with the warming power of Ben Gay.
Well, my world was dull and gray, hadn't felt the sun in days. Tried new Citrus Hill Select, what a wonderful effect. And my day gets going and my juices get flowing. Citrus Hill Select goes right to the heart. 'Cause the heart is where it's pure, it's my daily sunshine cure. Citrus Hill Select, gets your juices flowing. Citrus Hill Select, gets your juices flowing.
Bad checkup, Mom. You pray you never hear those words, but it could happen. 2 out of every 3 kids between the ages of 5 and 17 still get cavities. So don't push your luck. Make sure your family fights cavities with Crest. You see, dentists have seen clinical proof for years. More of them recommend Crest. And more dentist families brush with Crest than any other fluoride toothpaste. After all, they want good checkups as much as you do. Crest, the dentist choice for fighting cavities.
This portion of As the World Turns has been brought to you today by delicious Citrus Hill Select Orange Juice. It gets your juices flowing. And by Crest, the makers of new tartar control Crest in the silver box. We'll continue with part 2 of As the World Turns in just a moment.
In the heat of the day on Capitol. Fall in love with Zed and Jenny weekdays on Capitol.
This is CBS.
In Italy, as anywhere else, there are different types of people. They don't look the same or have the same taste. That's why when Prince makes Italian spaghetti sauce, we give you a choice. Our original sauce with imported olive oil and cheese, or our chunky home style with bits of tomato, herbs, and spices. Because any true Italian knows no two people have quite the same taste.
If you're not shopping Drug Emporium for all of your drugstore needs, you might just as well burn part of your income.
In today's fast-paced world, vitamin and mineral supplements are a must. You want quality, you want price. Health for Life products have both. Health for Life has over 400 products from which to choose. Whatever your need, rest assured constant inspection and quality control are #1 with Health for Life products.
Don't burn that hard-earned dollar. Save it at Drug Emporium.
Thomas's taste so good, you can't keep your hands or anyone else's off them. Thomas's English muffins. Every day should start out this good.
And now, part 2 of As the World Turns.
I have been keeping your side of the bed warm.
Yeah, well, I've been waiting for the phone to ring.
So have I, but... Well, here's something. Come on.
Do you think that Douglas would really hurt them?
No, I don't. I think if he was going to hurt him, he would have done that a long time ago. I figured that however sick he is, he just... Part of him cares for Kim and Franny, and that given a chance that they will both talk him into bringing him back.
You really believe that, or are you just saying it to make me feel better?
Maybe a little bit of both.
Oh, man. What a day. This whole day has been so unreal.
When it rains, it pours.
And why would Sierra marry Tony Reyes when she doesn't really love him?
Look, I know you don't want to hear this, but for all we know, Tony Reyes may be the greatest guy in the world.
Well, maybe, but she doesn't love him.
Look, I know how you feel about Craig, but he has done a lot to hurt Sierra.
I know.
We don't
I agree
know
with you.
the
He's
best
made
guy for her.
mistakes, but they were in love with each other. Can't imagine what it would be like if I had to wake up in your arms every morning and I didn't really love you. I mean, that's what her life is going to be like now.
Well, if it's a mistake, Sierra will realize that.
No. She hated her mother for leaving her father. She couldn't do it. She doesn't believe in divorce. She won't get one. She'll stay married to him for the rest of her days, be a good wife, and be miserable inside.
I wonder if Craig will come back here, you know? Keep working for Lucinda?
I don't know. I hope he does come back, though.
Why is that so important to you?
Because it's his home. Because he has family and friends here. People that can help get him through this. And Steve, I am one of those friends. And if he needs me, I mean, I'm going to be there for him. And I hope you understand that.
Can we please not talk about Craig?
Okay.
I would like to get going on that next baby. Soon.
Where did that come from?
Wow, just being close to you, working on that dream house. I want to start filling up those big rooms.
It's amazing. It is amazing to
What?
me, your one-track mind.
Well, it's just because I love you so much.
wonderful to see you, Sierra.
What you too?
Now, tell me what's happened.
Well, I found out that Craig and Mrs. Walsh and the man that I worked for, John Dixon, they've all been lying to me. You see, Mrs. Walsh is my mother. They've all known about it for some time. But no one told me.
Your fiancé knew?
He's known.
Oh, Sierra, I'm sorry.
Oh, Tony, there's more. He and Mrs. Walsh, my mother, were lovers. They still are. I saw them, Tony. I could forgive him for everything. Everything but that. Oh, God, Tony, I feel like I'm going crazy.
Sierra, this man has no honor. It's good you found out before you became his wife.
Tony, I feel so lost here.
You're with me. Sierra, we've lost so much time since the revolution. Our fathers, our country. I thought I had lost you too, but we are together now. I will never let anyone hurt you again. I will never let anything separate us again. I made that promise to your father a long time ago. And now, thank God, I can keep it.
Do you, Antonio, take this woman, Sierra, to be your wedded wife, to love, comfort, honor, and keep her in sickness and in health, and forsaking all others, be faithful to her till death do you part?
I do.
Do you, Sierra, take this man, Antonio, to be your wedded husband, to love, comfort, honor, and keep him in sickness and in health, forsaking all others, be faithful to him till death do you part?
I do.
By the powers vested in me by the state of Nevada, I pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
Sierra, why aren't you sleeping?
I couldn't sleep. I didn't want to wake you.
Your place is here beside me now, for the rest of our lives.
Get 'em radiant red, get 'em vivid, get 'em brilliant blue, get 'em vivid, green, yellow, and white, all your colors come bright. Don't just get 'em clean, get 'em vivid.
Goodbye powder bleach. Make way for Vivid liquid bleach for colors. It's safe for colors. Cleans stains like no powder bleach can. Brightens colors beautifully. So come on.
Don't just get 'em clean, get 'em vivid.
In a national taste test, Swiss Miss Hot Cocoa Mix was compared with Carnation. What happened? Swiss Miss, it beat Carnation almost 2-1.
Hello, I'm Orville Redenbacher.
Some microwave popcorn say they've got the secret to great popcorn, but my microwave popping corn gives you 2 cups more than other national brands. Secret's out.
They just don't measure up to yours.
Orville Redenbacher.
You spend so much time trying to keep your face soft and smooth. But aren't you forgetting something? Your hands and body need attention, too. New Jergens Extra Dry Skin Lotion's kind of attention. New Jergens was enriched with even more natural moisturizers that help smooth away dry, dull skin, revealing the healthy glow hidden underneath. The result? A whole new you. New Jergens Extra Dry Skin Lotion helps smooth away dry, dull skin.
Tupperware has revolutionized food preparation.
Tupperware? Now you're cooking.
No other cookware can offer everything Ultra 21 ovenware does.
Tupperware? Now you're cooking.
A unique material lets you bake at up to 500 degrees, freeze, and even microwave.
Tupperware.
And it's guaranteed for life.
Now you're cooking.
Ultra 21 ovenware, only from Tupperware. Call us. We're in the white pages.
Oh, I feel like this whole thing happened just because of me. I adored Doug Cummings. I really did. And I introduced him to Franny. I encouraged that relationship. I thought they would be perfect.
Mom,
and then
we were all fooled.
No, and then when Kim started getting all those gifts and flowers and notes, I said, oh, isn't this romantic? She has a secret admirer.
You had no way of knowing this. Now, you got to stop beating yourself up.
Tom's right. We all like Doug. None of us had any idea that he was...
Oh, hello?
Lisa, it's Bob.
Oh, Bob, have you heard anything? Are they all right?
They still haven't located his plane. I'm going through his files with Roy Franklin. He has to have had some kind of plan in mind.
Bob, can I come over there?
I don't know, Lisa.
Oh, well, I just thought that maybe, being a woman, I might be able to pick up something that you've overlooked. I mean, it's just a chance.
All right.
Great. I'll be right there. Okay, folks, I'm going to go over to, Doug's apartment and help Bob.
Well, Mom, let me give you a lift.
No, that's not necessary. Tom, I have my car here. Here, darling. You stay here and, help Nancy if she needs it.
All right.
And, let me get my arm in. Oh, darling, Barbara, can I give you a lift?
No. I have my car here. I'm just going to stay here and keep Tom company.
All right, my gloves are out. They must be in the car. Tom, please help your father get through this.
I'll do my best. And you just be careful, all right?
I will.
Call us if you hear anything.
Yes, sweetheart,
Be careful.
Wish I could help you in some way. Come on, Tom, try to relax. I'll tell you what, I'll make you a friend.
Oh, no, thank you.
I think we both could use it.
Barbara, no offense, but the last time you and I shared a brandy, I made the biggest mistake of my life. You know, I've been going over this in my head, and I remember waking up with you in the morning, but for the life of me, I can't remember making love to you the night before.
Will I remember it, Tom? I'll never forget it.
Find anything that might indicate where they might go? He only mentions certain places in Texas. He refers to flying a private jet to Austin, Dallas, Victoria.
No. If it was Texas, they would have landed there already and they would have been arrested. The whole state's on alert.
I love the idea of this guy flying a plane.
Well, he's probably a very competent pilot, Lieutenant. Within certain bounds, he obviously operates extremely well.
Except he kills people when they get in his way. Look, Strauss knew this guy was wacko. Why was he letting him walk around loose?
According to these notes, he asked Marcia Talbot to sign certain papers committing him to a psychiatric hospital for intensive care, and she refused. There was nothing Dr. Strauss could do. Cummings hadn't harmed anyone. He hadn't threatened anybody.
And why did Talbot want him walking around free? She must have known there was something very wrong with this guy.
Well, according to this, she would have signed the papers if he'd agreed to being hospitalized, but he was dead set against it. Don't forget, he thought his plan to come to Oakdale and create this family with Kim was completely rational. So Talbot took his side despite everything Strauss said. If she hadn't, Cummings could have been treated before it was too late. And Dr. Strauss would still be alive.
Yeah, him and a few others.
How do you figure Marcia Talbot fits into the kidnapping?
My guess is she's doing everything she's always done. Standing by Cummings' plans, helping him, protecting him at all costs.
You think she wanted Kim and Franny Hughes dead?
Why would she?
Jealousy? I mean, she obviously was in love with Cummings, but he was in love with Franny.
I don't think she'd kill anyone on her own.
Yeah, but would she help him escape?
All I can say is this. Cummings killed 2 people before Talbot called Strauss and got him up here. After Cummings murdered Strauss, she still stood by him. I think she would do anything to protect Cummings.
Well, if she wants to protect him, she wouldn't want him to kill any more.
Right, but if Cummings' delusions about Kim and creating this family with her begin to go haywire, he could become violent and turn on her. And I don't think Marcia Talbot would lift a finger to stop him.
Listen, honey, Marcia is right. We cannot do anything at all to upset Doug or let him see that we are against him. I don't trust her. Honey, I really don't think she wants us to be hurt. She helped him. We would have gotten away if it weren't for her. She is as terrified of him as we are. Look, all along she's known how dangerous he was.
She protected him. She's as responsible for those murders as he is.
Honey, I agree with you. But she's probably terrified that she's going to set off something in him that's going to make him turn on her the way he did on Cal and Marie. All right, come on. Franny, sweetheart. Please.
I loved him. I trusted him with my life.
Darling, none of us saw this.
I should have. How could we have been... I felt so safe with him. I feel sick. He killed Marie. He killed Cal. He almost killed Heather.
Franny, listen to me. Now, you've got to get a hold of yourself. We cannot let him see how upset we are. We have to just act as if there's nothing wrong.
How can I do that?
You can do it. Just remember, he is living in his own dream world. He thinks that he's done nothing wrong. Francis, he thinks that you love him. He thinks that nothing has changed. And you have got to go along with that. You've got to play up to that.
How are we going to get out of here? We got to get out of here.
Franny, listen to me. We'll get out of here. We just have to wait for the right moment.
I guess he got the generator going. Douglas will be coming up any minute. I hope I don't have to hold a gun on you now.
Oh, no, of course not.
We're not going anywhere.
Well, there we go. Got the generator going. The heat should be up pretty soon. We'll be able to get out of these things. I hope you're not still frightened.
No.
No?
Not at all. We're not frightened at all. And this is just a beautiful place, just as you said it would be.
Thank you. I knew that you would like it. And, you know, when Bob gets here, it's going to be even more perfect. The whole family together.
Caramba, what a mess.
Mexican meatloaf.
Ole?
I need help.
So why's that lemon liquid here?
Got a better idea?
Undoubtedly. Introducing new improved Joy. One little squirt puts the toughest squeeze on dirt. Look, on tough foods like this, Joy cleans better than your lemon liquid.
My brand couldn't cut the dirt.
Joy left its dish shining.
Nice shine.
Uh-huh. Wow, great looking table. New lemon fresh Joy. One little squirt puts the toughest squeeze on dirt.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you for
We
coming.
really enjoyed it.
Good night.
Hurry, I gotta
What?
wash these spots before they dry.
4. We've been here hours.
How can 2 people spill so much?
Well-
Really? His chicken cacciatore,
I
her
know.
cocktail sauce,
Yeah.
chocolate mousse, honestly.
Relax, it's only a table.
Oh, but it's your mother's, and I want these spots out. This will never come clean. Oh, I bet it's ruined.
It's not ruined.
I know tough stains.
Uh-oh, we're out of time.
No, there's...
Oh, it isn't the same. It's new Tide.
No?
New, tough cleaning Tide. It's got to work.
We'll see.
New Tide can do it, even on some of your toughest stains like chicken cacciatore. Look, most powders quit here. But New Tide gets out what most other powders leave behind.
I never thought it would come this clean. New Tide did it. Honey! Pete?
Yeah?
You know what I'm going to make the next time your boss comes for dinner?
How about reservations?
New Tide gets out some of the toughest stains most other powders leave behind. New Tide won't quit till clothes come clean.
Crisco oil's light taste brings remarkable lightness to baking.
Remarkably light, ooh, delightfully light. Ah, moist flavor makes us light. Crisco oil's light taste sets the flavor free.
Today's Crisco oil is remarkably clear, remarkably light. But it's really Crisco's light taste that lets all the delicate flavor come through, with no oily taste and no cholesterol.
Deliciously, Crisco oil's light taste sets the flavor free.
Tomorrow, we must look for a place to stay. I hear it is hard in San Francisco.
Do you want to live here, Tonio?
We have no choice. As long as I'm in this training program, we'll have to stay here until the company transfers me somewhere else. It's a beautiful city, Sierra.
Tonio, what? Do you think you should go on working for Mrs. Walsh?
Why not?
But, Tonio, I want her out of our lives.
I understand how you feel, Sierra, but I can't give up this job.
But, Tonio, you can find something else. I can work, too.
No, Sierra, listen. I am new in this country. I have no friends here, no connections. I'll never find another position that pays so well or has such a promising future. I'd be foolish to give up this job.
Tonio, you don't know Mrs. Walsh. You don't know her. She uses people. She buys people. She tries to control them. Tonio, we can't start a marriage like that. Oh, no, Tonio, we've got to find some way to make it with that woman.
Sierra, listen. If I can't show proof that I can make a decent living here, I could be deported. Now, you know what would happen to me if I was returned to Montego now. I'm on the list. I will be shot. Don't look so serious. Someday the government will be overthrown and we can go home to Montego. But for now, I must go on working for your mother.
Ah! Don't call her that. She is a hateful woman. I hate.
Sierra, listen. If she has used you as you say she has, then why shouldn't we use her? Huh? Why not turn this to our advantage? See, I want to be able to take care of you. And with this job, I know I can do it. I know it is the right thing. Now, come. It's almost morning. We should try to get some rest.
Right.
And don't worry. I'm your husband now. I will do the worrying for both of us. Well, life will be very different now, Sierra. Good night.
Good night, Tonio. No. Please, don't answer that.
Why not?
No, it might be Craig. Don't answer it.
What if it is? I'm not afraid of him.
No, Tonio.
You mustn't be either. Hello? Yes. It is very late, Mrs. Walsh. Sierra and I are in bed. What is it?
I understand that. And I appreciate that. Thank you.
Oh, sorry, ma'am.
No, I'm Lisa McCall.
It's okay, Officer Slade.
Thank you. Oh, anything? Have you heard anything?
I just talked to the FBI investigator. Nothing.
Oh, yes. Well, Dr. Chapin.
Peter, what do you think? Why would he do this?
Well, from what I can tell, Cummings built dreams for himself to achieve. Try to picture a kid terrified all through his early years by an abusive father. Helpless to protect himself or his mother, he yearned for a wonderful, happy family where he'd feel secure. At a very vulnerable point in his life, after his mother's death, he met your wife. She was very kind to him, He never forgot that. Then years later, after his young wife died, he had a complete psychotic break and developed a new dream plan to create a new family for himself with Kim at the center of it.
Well, I mean, how does Franny fit into all of this? Can he really love her?
When he met Franny, he must have seen her as a realistic way to create the new family for himself.
Then, by marrying Franny, he could be part of Kim's family.
Right, right.
Then he never meant to harass Mrs. Hughes.
No, he never wanted to frighten her. To him, the messages and gifts weren't strange or bizarre. The kidnapping isn't meant to frighten her either. He doesn't think it's wrong. In his own mind, he's simply making his dream a reality.
Is there anything around here that could lead us to them, maybe?
Well, there are ledgers over here. Every business venture he and Marcia Talbot were ever involved in.
How many restaurants did they have?
Well, a lot more than I thought. Apparently he inherited millions when Caroline died, along with a string of restaurants that her parents owned.
Oh.
What's that one?
This one's labeled Dreams Inn. There's just a lot more figures. I guess it's just another restaurant he owned.